What's going on, guys? It's your boy H Dog, and I'm back here today to discuss another video. And today, I'd like to talk about at this year's Game Developer Conference, the IGDA plan on holding a roundtable discussion titled "Censorship Strikes Back" roundtable for quote game developers and allies who want to protect themselves, their work, and their peers from video game censorship. Quote, global gains against game censorship are suddenly at risk from a combination of actions against our industry, the event description reads, with, quote, with the World Health Organization classifying, quote, gaming disorder, a mental health condition, and burgeoning legislation around the world against loot boxes, a handful of government officials again wield outsized power over our creative and business decisions. IGDA go on to call these restrictions assaults on the self-expression and business rights of game developers. The discussion at GDC claims to teach developers, quote, about potential implications of recent government changes, alongside how they can protect themselves and support their peers. Legislation is definitely looming. A number of U.S. states and countries around the world are investigating loot boxes. Hawaii, Sweden, Germany, Washington, Australia, Belgium, and the Netherlands among them. But it could take some time before formal legislation take place. And just a disclaimer, just in case anyone who don't know who the IGDA is, the IGDA are the International Game Developers Association, and what they're calling censorship is is the whole rally against loot box legislation. Now, it depends on what type of loot boxes they're trying to defend. If they're trying to defend loot boxes, in general, both good and bad, that's not something they want to approach. It would be worse if they said we're defending the ones that's bad. And I'd like to know the names of these devs. I wouldn't be surprised if EA is in this mix. Maybe Warner Brother Games as well, and fuck Konami as well. They're probably in there too. I do think I do think that censorship is sort of a harsh word. I mean, if you're describing video game loot boxes that are bad and that are gameplay affecting, then it should be regulated somehow. I mean, no one wants the government to regulate video games, but who does? And and the notion that it would cause harm on the creative and business decisions. I mean, here's the thing about it. Okay, there are good loot boxes and there are bad loot boxes. All right, and they're not really, clarifying if what the loot boxes they don't want regulated are good or bad. And that's what they need to clear up, because good loot boxes, if they say, "Oh well, we're all for the good loot boxes," okay, fine, that's fine and dandy. But to me, it seems like they're more concerned with the loot boxes that are bad. You know, then again, it's like they seem like the anti-hero of this whole story. You know, people who are for us, the gamers, and honestly, they are really opponents of the ESRB. I mean, they do think loot boxes are there are some that are gambling, and they do pay attention to the ones that aren't. So it's like with them, I do think they are really trying to prevent a slippery slope from happening. Which hopefully they could hopefully convince the ESRB to wake up and not want to not want to let the government kick the door down. I mean, because if the government kicks the door down, we won't have nobody to blame but the ESRB. But with that being said, guys, what do you guys think about this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think that this is a good thing or bad thing? What type of loot boxes do you think they're defending? Let's talk about it in the comments. If you enjoyed my video, it would mean a lot if you hit that subscribe button, and hit that like button as well. I appreciate it. Even just as little as one like, that's humbling enough for me. Um, but yeah, anyway, just after you subscribe, tap the notification bell. That way, stay up to date on all my content and never miss a video. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.